happy hour time. I'm one of your co-hosts, Liza Monet Morales, out here in Los Angeles. So excited to be joined by this guy looking like Elvis today. Looking pretty fancy up in the club. Let's check in with Aaron Smalls in New York City. What's up, Aaron?
Ooh, that's right. I'm Aaron Smalls. I'm here hanging out in New York City. It's Friday night. For those of you that have been sitting at home, working from home, doing whatever, you don't know what day of the week it is, it's Friday.
Yes.
It's Friday. Not only is it Friday, but it's Passover and happy hour and Good Friday.
Easter this week, man.
Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff going on. So welcome to happy hour right here on the Work From Home Network. And we've been rocking with you guys all week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we've had shows going on. Tuesday, we had Let's Talk About It with my girl Liza over there. We've got shows happening for you guys all the time, but this is the point where we get to kick back, relax, have some fun with you guys, drink some drinks, and celebrate some happy hour.
And definitely do some dancing, which we want to take it over to one of our resident DJs, which is Jacques, which we have in Las Vegas. What is up, Jacques? How are you doing? How was your week?
I'm so excited to be here.
Are you though?
I am. I'm all about the party. You know what I'm saying? All about the energy. So the energy everyone gives me, I know it's just three of us right now, but I'd like to see who's in here. Who's in this?
Yes, we got people, which is a great segue. We got people watching all over on Periscope, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, and Facebook. So if you're out there and you're watching live, welcome. Make sure you leave a comment down below for your chance to be featured on the show. And if you're watching on the replay, we still love you. We want to see those comments because if you inspire us enough, we probably will come back and put you on the show. And if nothing else, we'll definitely reply in line. So that's my mom walking in the background because, it is Casa Quarantine. We have close quarters. Everybody's joining the party, which we love. So super pumped. We're going to bring Jacques back momentarily. But first, we definitely want to talk about, because he's going to be spinning. But first, we want him talking because we want to talk about something that we do here every single week, which is toasting to getting through another week. So I'm going to let you take it away first, Aaron. What are you toasting to this week?
Oh, what am I toasting to this week? Well, the biggest thing that I am toasting to is... Oh, did I freeze?
No, you're good.
Oh, the internet is being so weird. I look frozen on my end. I'm literally seeing everything delayed.
Do you want to build a snowman? Oh! You literally just went really fast.
Keep rocking.
I was in slow motion. I was watching everything happen like I was an angel. And then it just all sped up and caught back up to real time. So what am I toasting to? I'm toasting to making through another week, COVID-free. So that is a big thing that I'm toasting to. I am also toasting to the fact that it is Passover, and I do have a lot of Jewish friends, so that is a big thing that I'm toasting to. And also that it's Good Friday. So I've got some good memes loaded up. I've got some good videos loaded up, and I'm excited for the guests we're going to have on the show.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see all of them. Both sides of me. Chin chin to you. Chin, chin. I have this ready to go. Chin chin. Ching ching, because half of me is Jewish. Well, really, all of me is Jewish, but then the other half is also Catholic. So that's what you get when you're a matzo ball with I like to say I'm a hot tamale with the matzo ball on top because I have a little bit of everything. So I like what you're toasting to. Jacques, you're next up. What are you toasting to this week?
I just want everyone to get better. I know now everyone knows someone that's being affected by it. It's not funny anymore. It's not fun. Let's do everything we can to prevent the spread of this thing, and and keep your mind right. Keep your mind right. Listen to us. Good music. Keep yourselves entertained. Connect with your loved ones. All that good stuff. Salud.
I love it. Salud.
Yeah. Are you rocking a Fresh Prince?
He told me I'm rocking Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like a sample, but we're all fresh. We're all keeping it so fresh here,
I love it. So fresh and so real. All right. Well, before we go to you for some music, I definitely want to take some time to toast and to actually shout you out because I celebrated my birthday earlier this week, and I had my Liza's a quarantine bash, which was pretty awesome because I officially am a quarantine and got to be a teenager all over again. And really appreciated because Jacques ended up DJing my party that we had. And I had a little bit over like 45, 47 people on a Zoom party, including Aaron, one of our other co-founders as well, Curtis that was on, and friends from all over the world. We all came, did a little Alice tea party, Alice in Wonderland style tea party where people came in their onesies. I had everyone bring their lighters. I ended up having a toilet paper cake, which was really bomb dooskies. Lots of really good food. And here's my favorite part because it's been the gift that's been keeps on giving. This is a shout out to the OC Dirty Cookie. She makes these shots out of cookies and she can like customize them, which is really great. And then it has like the white chocolate inside. And they included some rum chata for me as well as, wait, let me get the other one. The Kahlua. So today I'm going to do it with some rum chata, and then you basically just put it in and toast. So I'm blessed to be loved. That's what I'm toasting to this week. I'm blessed for another year around the sun, and I hope next year I'll get to celebrate outside of my house. But if I don't, it's all right because we got Jacques. He'll be DJing. So that's what's up. So cheers to y'all. Little quarantine toast.
Let's go. What's everybody drinking?
Hey!
I'm drinking delicious Belvedere, organic, sugar-free.
Hey, shout out DJ Smalls.
I'm finishing my rum chata.
Oh, that's right, Liza.
Hey, all right, one more minute.
So now you're here.
Are you ready? Are you
Now
ready?
you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for.
Hey!
Now, cause you kept cutting the cord, and it started to fade into your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now.
Hey, love it. Perfect timing. The future is indeed now. Jacques, we'll see you back in a little bit. For now, we are going to say goodbye, and my co-host and I are going to keep it moving along as we welcome in Happy Hour, Good Friday. Yes, Passover edition, which we really love. So I know we have a bunch of really cool guests on. We just had one of our resident DJs, Jacques. I do believe you want to introduce one of our other resident DJs that we're about to have next week. So do we want to bring her on?
I do. Before I do, I have to say one quick thing. And this is to a lot of the DJs out there, especially to Jacques and this next amazing talent that I'm going to introduce to you guys. So as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, Facebook and some of these other platforms like Facebook, YouTube, music, there's these copyright laws.
Oh boy.
And so if you play the music too long, or if you don't own the music, they will snip it out of your feed, they'll mute you, or they'll just completely shut your feed down. So all these DJs are having to learn a whole new pool of music that is this copyright-free music. And some of it is kind of weird, but some of it is kind of rocking. So that's what people have been working with, and that's what our DJs have been rocking with. So all the music we've been playing with in the past, our libraries are
BC. That was before Corona. So, yeah.
So, but let's skip ahead. This woman is, I can't even say enough about this woman and her energy and everything about her. I've worked with her on the Super Bowl. I've worked with her on tours with Wendy's. She works for the U.S. Women's Touring Cup for soccer. I mean, she does so much stuff, and she is beyond incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home, raise your glass, slap your butt cheeks together, slap your hands together, make some kind of noise for my incredible, my amazing friend, DJ Amy Robbins.
What? Cheers!
Cheers, Jen!
So good to see you guys. I absolutely love what you guys have been doing for the last month. Seriously, thank you so much for having me on just to check it out live and in person this time. I love it.
You're here. Thanks for being here.
Thank you guys. And yeah, so as you're talking about the copyright laws, don't you think by now they should kind of like figure out an algorithm to let people actually stream music, and then let like ASCAP, BMI, and those kinds of just copyright people actually like link that music and pay royalties? Like, I feel like there should already be something at this point.
This is definitely going to be a big challenge, right? Because what we're facing is it's coming from the artists. So some artists who love to live that Instagram life and be super flashy are still living paycheck to paycheck. So what they're asking is their label, right, to actually pull back on any, even allowing the typical 15 to 30 seconds free, air time of their music and sampling of it to literally zero. So because they want it, if it's even 2 seconds played, they want to get paid because they need that paycheck. Versus you have other artists who are coming on board and are saying, very much like the TikTok model, where they're like, hey, we want that brand awareness. We want people to know who we are. So feel free, play our music all day, every day, whatever. Let them stream it like crazy. And that's really what we've seen. It's all these artists coming out of TikTok, right? Because they've allowed people to play their music, being embraced. And that's been really cool. But you don't actually know, because there's millions of songs out there, who's on what side of the spectrum. And because no one at these apps, Facebook, Instagram, which is owned by the same company, YouTube, is actually in office, everyone's working remotely, they've had to either just push the button all the way up or slide it all the way down, depending on what these labels are saying. So it's kind of frustrating on our end, but it is like a big puzzle of like trying to figure out what works.
You just like schooled me on that. I just learned so much in that.
Trust me, we've been having to learn.
There's a lot happening. They need to just have it the same way that like restaurants and nightclubs and all that stuff happens. They need to just open it up so that like DJs can pay like a fee, or a small like a less than the normal fee to be able to use this music. So then that way, like, money is still coming in. The DJs are still going to be able to play their music, but it's whatever. We're going to figure it out, and we're going to keep it going.
Which we love, though, is that we're all about here at Work From Home Network TV is all about pivoting, not panicking. So we just see it as another challenge and another invite for us to get creative. And so, so that's how we're going to get creative with the royalty-free music. Jacques' been doing it. We're looking forward to having you on officially next Friday, which will be so fun. And so a big shout out for everyone at home. Amy mentioned it earlier. Today is actually 1 month since we have started. We were the first happy hour live show that went out there, which we love. But we're going to delay our celebration by 1 week because it is Good Friday. So we know a lot of people aren't able to join, and it is Passover. So we want to keep it light and fun. We do have a lot for you. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we even have the headline of the day today that Amy herself can definitely jump in. So Aaron, do you want to take that away?
We do. And I'm going to use our graphic from Power Hour Live. We do have a headline of the day.
I feel like this is a good time to explain the Easter egg that we had in our graphic for no one else that's seen it. So if you want to put it up one more time, yes. If y'all can figure it out, feel free to leave a comment below because it is kind of fancy.
I modified it a little bit so that we didn't get yelled at. But
yeah, let them know. What did we do? Oh, we might have lost Aaron. He might have frozen.
I just had to.
There he is.
I know. I'm good. I'm back. I'm ready. I had to change it around a little bit so that we wouldn't get yelled at for copyright or whatever else. So I changed some colors and some other things. But yes, headline of the day. We're gonna play. Normally, we have a game section that kind of happens. I've had my buddy Ruben Irvin that does warm up for Steve Harvey and all of his shows, and Family Feud is one of those shows. So he's been coming on the show and doing something called Quarantine Feud with us, which is essentially the fast money portion of Family Feud. However, today is his birthday. Shout out to my homie Ruben.
Fellow Aries.
So he is taking it easy tonight. I have a Zoom birthday party with him later on tonight. Very excited about that. But so since he's not on, we're going to be transitioning into some of our other games. So we're going to have trivia. We're going to have scavenger hunts. We're going to have all kinds of stuff in the second part of our happy hour. But today, with our headline of the day, we're going to be doing somewhat of a trivia contest. So there is an artist. I believe he's Canadian. I think he's Canadian.
Yep.
A Canadian artist, singer, rapper, whatever you want to call him. He was on Instagram Live. He was getting DJ D Nice was getting about 100,000 people watching his Instagram Live feed. This MFer was getting like 300,000 people watching his feed, right? And he called it Quarantine Radio. But the people he had on the show were getting a little too ratchet.
Little frisky.
And because they were getting a little too ratchet, Instagram came in and they were like, "Excuse me, sir, you can't show that kind of stuff on Instagram. Here's our policy, and you're not following it. You're gone." So they cut him off. They cut him off of Instagram Live, right? Took him off of it. He then recreated another account, and within seconds had 25,000 plus people on it. Instagram was like, "I'm sorry, sir. We're much smarter than that." Kicked him off again. But then he petitioned, did all this stuff, and it's
on all social platforms.
Yeah, so now it's back. So I'm going to show you guys a graphic of this artist and of his show, and we want you guys to put in the comments who this is. If you can tell us who this is, you're the first one to tell us who this is, you will win a prize, and I'll tell you who the winner is. But first, here's the graphic. Quarantine Radio is back within 24 hours. He petitioned, he did his thing, he shared his brand new album with Instagram, and Instagram was like, "Well, that is a good album you just released." Mm-hmm. And so they brought him back. Quarantine Radio is back online, back on IG. So who is that? Who is that artist? Name them. Drop it in the comments. Amy, you're not allowed to answer. Jacques, you're not allowed to answer. So you guys just hang out over there.
I love it. Well, with all of that, I definitely am ready for a refill, and I'm super pumped because, as you know, one of the big highlights that we do here on Happy Hour Live is we do a themed cocktail every week. The first week, I taught everybody how to make the Quarantini. Our second week, I taught everybody how to make the COVID Mule. Last week, we were so excited to be blessed with Brian, who's here with Belvedere, teaching us how to make the Lemonade, as in AIDE, because everyone can use a helping hand. And this week is no different. We definitely have a chef ready to teach us how to make our themed drink of the week. But first, We're going to cut over to Jacques for a 2-minute dance break, and then we'll be back with Chef Rick. So stay tuned, Jacques. It's all you. Amy, we'll see you in a bit. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right, Jacques, thank you so much for the dance break. We will see you in a bit. Amy, thanks again for being with us. I see you with those moves, girl. So feel free to stay here. We're about to bring on the chef. He is teaching us this week's drink. Would love to see what you think. So we'll see you in a bit. Same thing with you, Erin. We love you so much. So this week, as I mentioned before, our little dance break, which we really loved, is we're super pumped to have a special drink that has a little bit of a Latin flair. So without further ado, I want to bring on our chef. What is up, Chef Rick Garcia in the house?
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. Coming from the city of Pomona, from Dia de los Puercos. Glad to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
I love it. And a big shout out to my boy Roberto from Equisamente. He's on as well. He already made sure to let us know he's in the house. Roberto Carlos for helping get you on. I love it. Roberto is such a great foodie, loves connecting people, loves connecting our comunidad. And so for everybody that doesn't know, tell us a little bit about what Dia de los Puercos is, what kind of food they have, and what are you guys doing right now during COVID-19?
Well, Dia de los Puercos, my wife Nicole and I started on a food truck. You can see the picture in the background. We started in 2014, and we grew ourselves into a brick and mortar here in Pomona, and we have another location in downtown Riverside. And we met Roberto Carlos, had me out at East LA Meets Napa with the great event they had out there at LA Live. And ever since then, we've kindled a nice friendship, and he called me and asked me if I'd be on the show, and heck yeah. So here at Dia de los Puercos, we do what we call Chicano food. So it's food that we grew up with and with our grandma, our mom, our tia making us. We have everything from tacos to taquitos de weenie here at Dia de los Puercos, along some of our own custom libations. We have micheladas. We have other signature drinks. So if you're ever in downtown Pomona or downtown Riverside, or anywhere in a 100-mile radius, come on through. We'd love to have you.
I love it. I cannot wait till what we like to call around here AC after Corona, because I definitely will be heading over to you. I'm a huge taco fan. And I do remember actually your food from that East LA Meets Napa Fest at LA Live. I didn't want to leave. I was literally one of the last 2 people to leave. I was every year that they have it. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. I went to the one in LA. I went to the one in OC. So yeah, big love to Roberto, Jose, the whole team. It's such a great event. Yeah. And a big shout out to you. Now, I know that one of your specialty drinks is the michelada, indeed. So today, I'm super pumped because we're making the Corona version, right? Corona-19, COVID-19 version of the michelada. So what do we do for that?
So today, like you said, we have the Corona. And for all of you, feeling extra, it's the Corona Extra. But today, we here at Dia de los Puercos, we have our own secret recipe michelada mix, which is available for purchase. We call it Puerco Mix. But today we're going to be doing a different version of the michelada, which is going to be, and we also offer here at the restaurant, is plant-based friendly for all our plant-based friends that are out there. We have a tomato-based, plant-based friendly juice here to start with. But first, we have our cup with ice, a little Worcestershire sauce, salsa inglés for those of you out there in Chicano world. So first, I like to add a little bit of that salsa inglés, and then a couple of squeezes of lime to get the juice in there. Fresh lime juice is the best, so I'll use 1 small lime for that. If you like less acidity, just use half a lime, and then I will pour in our juice, about maybe half cup. Couple of shakes of everybody's favorite sazon, tajín. So we'll put that in there. And then we take the Corona Extra. Love that sound. How about you? Pour that beer in there, fill it up to the top. And then we take our, can't forget the paper bag. Put your tall can in there. Bam. Give it a little. I
yelled you with the paper bag.
That's right. And then here at Dia de los Puercos, we always finish it off with a saladito. Saladitos are dehydrated plums, and it has some chili and salt. Put that in there. And that's the little prize at the end of your drink. One thing I forgot to do though, let me get the cup here. If you like what we do here, we take the chamoy and we take the tajín and we rim the cup.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
We could do that and put it all in there. Nice and mixed. And there you have your michelada. Official mochomo on the cup. Salud.
Salud. Ahí se los doy. So I literally was making it. Oh no, Aaron.
What are those plums called?
Saladitos.
Excuse me, what?
So take the word salad and add ITOS to the end of it.
Oh, saladitos. Okay.
Yep.
I got it.
Here at Happy Hour, we also do Spanish lessons. So that is your Spanish word of the week. Saladitos. They're amazing. That actually is my favorite that you added that on there because I've never thought of doing it. So I was doing it along as you did. I had my tajín ready to go. Big shout out to Taqueria Las Comadres as well. And I was like, okay, I got the mix. I went extra. I went full bottle. Yeah, I need to add the paper bag. I was in the casa, but I guess I could add the paper bag and pretend that I'm still outside. But I went with the 1 pint, 8 fluid ounce. So we went jumbo. And then I had a michelada mix too here. I know you all have yours there, which is a special mix. So you couldn't give us a secret sauce today, but you gave us a good receta for it. So, but here was my only problem is I was drinking it as you were making it. I'm like, I started with the full cup. What happened?
There you go. That's all right. It's Friday, early. And we got plenty of time for more.
Salud! A big shout out to our boy Alex. He knows what's down. He knows what's up with the little michelada. He's actually part of Slipping Into Darkness. We had that whole team on last week. Their film started premiering on HBO. We actually have some other stuff that we're going to be talking about with that later today. But Chef, thank you so very much. We would love to know right now, are you offering curbside for people at home to come through or drive through, or what's the option for them to support your restaurant?
Yeah, both Riverside and Pomona are offering curbside. We're on DoorDash, Postmates. You can order through our website, diadelospuercos.com. Follow us on Instagram Facebook, Twitter. You can find us, Dia de los Puercos. Prayers and positivity out to everybody in the world. We're going to get through this. We can do this together, support one another, and doing things like you two are doing. It's great things. So God bless you both and keep it going.
Thank you so much. Well, we definitely would love to have you back on Let's Talk About It, which is our Spanglish show that we air on at noon on Tuesdays. You have so much to give just from your energy. I appreciate how you're keeping it 100 for la comunidad, and that you're out there and what you're doing to keep your community fed, not only with food, but with love. You could see it in everything you do. So a big shout out to you, Rick. Chef Rick, thank you so much again. Everybody make sure you're following at Dia de los Puercos, and we'll see you next time. And for now, salud.
Salud, thank you. And I'm fluent in Spanglish, so I'd love to be on.
Mira, okay, perfecto. You definitely will. All right, thank you so much. I know Aaron's going to want some of the saladitos sent to him to New York.
I got you, Aaron.
I definitely need those. You know, quarantine gets lonely. You got to slide into some DMs here and there, so I got to be like, hey, girl, you like saladitos?
Hey, look at him. He's rolling it.
Shoot me a
Here they are.
I love it. All right, you all have a great one, and happy Easter as well, Chef Rick. We'll see you again soon. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Aaron, I wish you could have a michelada. Between Chef Rick and then the michelada mix I got earlier this week from Taqueria Las Comadres, like, I am just living my Latin life right now, and I'm so happy.
I love it. I'm bringing Amy and I'm bringing Jacques back on the screen because I want them to party rock with us.
Do it.
So there's Jacques. There's Amy coming back on. Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
Ready.
All right. So before we keep going, we've got all kinds of memes and all kinds of fun stuff to do. But I want to recap the trivia question here. All right.
Yes, we got people watching, so come on.
So I'm going to put this up. Quarantine Radio is back. Did I make a banner? I thought I was making a banner. I guess I didn't make the banner after all. I guess not. Anyways, the question was, for you folks watching at home, who is this Canadian rapper singer? Who is this Canadian rapper singer that was just booted off of Instagram Live for getting a little too ratchet? He was getting girls on there. They got a little too naked, quote, naked.
They were having fun with some gummy worms.
There was all kinds of stuff happening, but Instagram was like, I'm sorry, sir. You got to go. He got booted. He petitioned it. They brought him back. So Quarantine Radio is back. So who is this artist? If you can name this artist by the end of the show, you're going to be a winner. So that's what we want to know. Who is this person? And with that said, Liza, we got all kinds of fun memes and all that kind of stuff. So where are we going from here?
I basically feel like, well, first and foremost, like, I just want to toast you because you're just awesome. And everybody else, just chin chin. It's another reason to just drink and see you flex. There we go.
Salud.
Look at Jacques. Where's your shot, Jacques?
Jacques,
I'll get it.
the shot master over there.
Exactly.
Last week we were like, you guys ready to do shots? You ready to do shots? Like we were at Hakkathon.
Yeah, we were like, what's happening? Oh my God, we got table service going on.
Yeah, not today. Not every day. Can't be drinking every day. Only when it's Liza's party.
Oh gosh. We're making exceptions. Well, one thing that we do know that quarantine living has really done for so many of us is help is coming from the most unusual places. And it's something we featured earlier on Power Hour Live. Again, if you haven't seen Power Hour Live before, definitely tune in. It's at noon, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I know that you all might be familiar with this rapper, but do you know that she had such a giving heart? I want you all to check out what Cardi B is doing with her brand that she always talks about, Fashion Nova.
So I've been getting a lot of DMs of people in need. And me and Fashion Nova, we came up with a way that we are going to give out $1,000 an hour for the next 42 days. Yep, that's right. You know, sometimes you give to charity and you wonder like, is it really going to the people? Well, we're going to make sure it's going to the people. All you got to do is go to fashionnova.com/care, put your name, number. I'm going to give you all the direction down below. And make sure your Instagram is open because
Yes, as we know, she likes to go on, but she definitely gave like the most important information there, which is for you. If you want to apply at home, you go to fashionnova.com/cares, which is down below, and let Cardi know why she should give you $1,000. Literally for the next 42 days. That's 4-2, since we'll all still be in quarantine. She and Fashion Nova will be giving $1,000 away every single hour. That is basically, they did their math right till they hit $1 million. She wants to make sure that your Instagram is open and it's public so that you're not trying to lie, as she said, trying to give that money to your boyfriend. So I appreciate that she's actually stepping up. But Aaron, one thing that you really commented on was, I see you entering right now. I see you on your phone entering. But one thing that you commented earlier, which I thought was interesting, is I don't know that Cardi B knew she was going to become the face of coronavirus. As being like coronavirus. Yes.
Coronavirus is getting real.
Be careful. She's going to hit you with the copyright. She's going to hit you with the copyright. She's going to want her money for that.
She's not going to hit me with the copyright because I already had Cardi come by and she already gave me some money. She already gave me some money. What a Cardi. Shout out to my girl, Cardi B. You see me rolling.
Oh, boy. Wow. Okay, well, for the rest of us that aren't as plugged in as you, Amy, Jacques, all of you watching, I definitely want my 1,000 from Cardi. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. She's becoming the face of coronavirus. Like, down the road, it's going to be like, coronavirus happened. It was a terrible time in the world. But you guys remember that rapper Cardi B? Like, from the song, from everything, she is equally as associated with it as anything. So it's crazy. I don't know that she wants to be, but she's gonna be.
But it's all about winning, right? And speaking of which, I think we have some entries coming through already for the answer to our headline. So I don't know if we want to tease the people at home or if we want to show it, because I know you also have some fun memes that you want to kind of come through. So you let us know.
I do have some fun memes. I gotta say to Alex, because Alex, this is not Jeopardy. You don't have to answer in the form of a question. And no, Troy is not correct.
But I think he redeemed himself.
Close.
I think
your other comment was close. But not Troy. No. Almost. He's very close. His second comment is very close.
Close.
Yeah.
But as we wait for people to drop in their comments on what the answer to who that Canadian singer rapper is, we've got some other great memes on here. So DJ Amy Robbins, I'm going to start with one of your memes on here. I got to get the second one loaded in, but I'm going to start with one of your memes. Here it is right now.
Okay, first of all, that is literally me. Anytime I have to go get groceries or do anything, people realize how much like you just have to like kind of like clear your throat, or I don't know, like maybe make a gesture that could be potentially dangerous to other people around you. But I know I'm that person that will look at someone that coughs and be like, you don't belong here right now. like if I feel like I have to cough, my eyes start like popping out of my head and watering.
You're like, no,
I don't want to be that person coughing.
You're like,
yeah, I shut it down real fast.
You know what's really funny? If my mom hears me sneeze in the house or whatever, it doesn't matter where she is in the house. She's like, coronavirus. I'm like, oh, Mom, can you stop? She's like, you got corona. Stay away from me. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, I can't even sneeze around here. And then my dog sneezed the other day, like little dog sneeze. She's like, great. First the tiger, now you're. I'm like, Mom, can you not? But it is so funny how like we've become hypersensitive to any of these things now.
Yeah, it's gonna change everything. I'm telling you. Like I will be more coughing for sure in public.
Do you think that when we finally hit AC after Corona, anything will kind of look like BC before Corona? Or do you think that everyone now from here on out is going to be like paranoid with, oh gosh, you're coughing, you're sneezing, you know, whatever? Do you think people will just go back to the way they were, or they're going to keep their distance?
For now, I know that I'll be way more conscious about the way that I am toward people. So there's so many times where I will see someone like drop something at the grocery store, or an older woman that needed help out in the store. Like, I want to be that person that is proactive with helping people, but now I'm just like, oh wait, ignoring you is now the most polite thing that I can do, and that is so interesting. And that's going to be me literally changing my personality. And I know that going forward for a while, and I know this is like being realistic, like it's going to be a long time until we can all just be more open with the way we communicate, with the way that certain
Our
people
space.
very, I in your personal space. Like
There's two responses. There's my response when I cough, and then there's a response when other people cough and sneeze. When I cough, I just play it off. I'm just like, and they're like, "Oh, are you singing lyrics?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm singing lyrics. You know the song? Cool." Well, it's bad because now if I'm out in public and if I do hear someone cough or sneeze, I immediately like, I'm walking, I hear him cough or sneeze, and I'm like, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. Like, I don't even say bless you anymore. It is 6 feet. Those are the first words that come out of my mouth. 6 feet. 6 feet. Heisman, 6 feet.
Well, you bring up a great point, which I don't know, Jacques, if you've seen this, if you've gone out to the market lately, but I love the memes that are going around about where they're like, the cops and like the bad guys, like literally telling the cops to stay 6 feet away, right? And then the girls have come back. You know how, and Amy, you probably can relate to this when you say like, oh, I would never touch him with a 10-foot pole or a 6-foot pole. Clearly, it has literally come to life. Like, cannot touch you with a 6-foot pole. You stay over there. I stay over here. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Yeah, the boundaries are definitely going to change.
I'm always that person that's just like, let's be close friends. Close friends.
Yeah.
Let's be close. Let's be close friends. But I still need 6 feet. Amy, I got another one of your memes on here. This is another great one here.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about the dog, anything that he does. It could be anything. But so with, the whole stay-at-home orders, my sleep schedule is so off. And if the sun is out, though, I can't sleep. And I keep my windows open like this. Like, it doesn't matter if I go to bed at 4 a.m. and wake up at, I don't know, like 6. Like, I know I'm going to need a nap later, but that's me just in bed. Like, it won't take me. My nap will never take me back.
Wait, so speaking of Chicago, is it snowing? Is it still winter there? Like, what's happening?
It is snowing. It's cold, and this is my first, well, technically second spring out here. I lived in California for 10 years, Bay Area, and I am all about that weather. The first thing that people told me when I said I was moving to Chicago is why. Now,
wait, to be fair, my ex-boyfriend's from there, and I remember the first time, well, I'd gone before, but then I went quite a bit when I was dating him, and I was like, I feel like all of America would move here if only it wasn't the weather. So that is Chicago's protective coating, because the summers suck. They're hot as all get out, and the winters are equally as terrible. But the city that it's built is absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, it's like America's best hidden gem, but you got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know. Yeah, that is exactly how it is. And April, like, you would expect it to be 70 degrees constantly every single day at this point. No, it was 80 degrees 2 days ago, and snow is predicted in 3 days, and it was 42 degrees. I don't know. You still have to wear protective clothing to like keep yourself from dying out here. So I think that finally ends around late May. Like, summer is the warm month, which is still humid. That's still not something that I'm used to, humidity, because California is just, I get it now. It's perfect.
I'm telling you, this is why. But this is the one thing, it's been crazy. We were doing our like weekly food run, and we went on the freeway for a hot second, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was telling my mom, I was like, imagine if it was like this always. She's like, I don't have to imagine, because this is what it used to be like when I was little. I was like, Okay, you fancy, okay? I'm sorry that like back in the day when the 405 was first built, not everybody and their mother was on it. But I was like, what if everybody just stayed off of it? That would be really cool. So I'm also equally okay if people want to move out of California during this time. We would totally welcome them. Totally
it's no good. It's no good here in New York with the streets being empty because I've seen multiple news reports of people racing around the streets because they're so empty. And I've seen BMWs crashed. I've seen Ferraris crashed. These MFers are driving around like it is Gran Turismo. Like, it is ridiculous.
Wait, that is actually my question. Where are they going? Because they're also speeding here. And we have a couple of smart cars. And I've been on a smart car and they're like, shoo, man, almost going to hit me. I'm like, dude, we are the only 2 cars on the road. Why are you like even almost close to hitting me? Where are you going? What is happening?
Listen, quarantine, like I said, is lonely. If you're in them DMs and you're like, hey girl, what do you think about these peladitos? And she's like, yeah, what's up, boo? You get in your Lamborghini and you go.
You get in your Honda and you go.
You're like,
and you
okay.
go.
You could do a little backseat of my Jeep. Let's swing an episode. That said, you actually reminded me talking about Gran Turismo, about video games. One of the other things, which Amy, I don't know if you know, but we've been doing quite a bit here on all our shows, on Happy Hour, on Work From Home, TV Network, just across the board on Power Hour Live. Let's talk about it. That we're now seeing a lot of the stuff that we debuted here being picked up on other shows, which has been really interesting to watch. Yeah, but it would be nice if they gave us credit. But it's been really cool. And one of those things in and of itself is been do you want to set it up? Because I want to show the clip that we showed from today on Power Hour Live, Aaron.
Where
I'm going to share it, but if you want to set up what we're going to talk about for people at home that don't know about Quarantine Character, why this all started when you first introduced this basically a month ago.
I was Anthony tuned in and he was dropping some comments and he made a comment to Amy, and Anthony knows Amy from the Super Bowl as well. And I was like, Anthony, do you want her to fight you? Do you want her?
Whoa.
What were the comments? Oh my God. Do we got to throw these comments up?
I'm not paying attention right now because I don't see any comments from, wait, hold on.
I'm not going to post it up because Amy will literally fight Anthony. So I'm not trying to.
I'm going to be the instigator, Amy. Anthony wants to know who won the Super Bowl because he felt like he missed it. And there goes
my boss was in the living room. Sad day. Anthony was actually there with me throughout the entire game. It was me and him.
I was there too. So
you were at the end. You were there at the end.
At home. Amy used to be a Gold Rush dancer, which is a San Francisco 49ers cheerleader. So she was a Gold Rush dancer. From there, she transitioned to being one of their main DJs. She's produced a bunch of their music mixes that the Gold Rush dancers dance to. She had a Beyonce mix that she put together, but the dancers are like, y'all.
Yes.
And Beyonce was like, the whole time?
Yeah, so she's a huge San Francisco 49ers fan, and the 49ers were playing the Chiefs, as some of you know, some of you don't know. And the game did not go the way that Amy wanted it to go. So that's...
I would have gotten a ring.
That's
I would have gotten a Super Bowl ring.
Oh my gosh.
Bosa got you. We can bring you your ring.
Yeah,
anyway, I'm going to go back to it.
Amy, I'm there with you. So I grew up in LA, but we had no team because the Raiders left us. And so I grew up being a 49ers fan until I went to college back east. And then I still kept the 49ers as my West Coast team, but I became a New England Patriots fan. Then I came back to LA, and then obviously then we got 2 more teams, Rams and the Chargers. Finally, we have teams again. While a lot of the people in my family, they have stayed diehard Raiders, the fact that they left, I was like, no, you're canceled. Seeing that I'm an Aries, I was like, I'm gonna go with the Rams. Let's do this. So I was like, cool. I'll have Rams. I'll have 49ers on the West Coast. We good. I'm gonna have my Pats on the East Coast. We good. First game they announced to play. Rams versus 49ers. I was like, okay, this is not fair. What are you doing to me? So I like go to the game and I'm like giving my mom like my 49ers gear to wear. And I'm like wearing Rams gear. So I was like, okay, we could represent both. This is good. But I was like, okay, cool. I already have that heartbreak. You know, it's an early team. Like, it's not like I'm going to see them play the Patriots anytime soon. It'll be good. I'm going to still be East Coast, West Coast. We good. Then they go the frickin' Super Bowl. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I was at that game. I was in New Orleans. New Orleans was pissed because of everything that happened with them right before. And I was shooting there. And then I had to go straight from there. I had Super Bowl, then Fashion Week. And so I went to Super Bowl and I watched that game. And I was like, yay, no, yay, no. And Curtis was there too. It was just so crazy. Like, it was just such a crazy experience. And I'm like, what in the world just happened? Can these teams not? I'm like, okay. Next year, it'll be good. It'll be good. I won't have to see it again. Then the 49ers come in. And I'm like, okay, that's my boys. They're okay. We got this. And then no, there was no.
Yeah. So I think if you have multiple teams, I don't want to admit it.
Oh, look at. But then don't worry. Tom stabbed me in my heart. He left. He now wants, instead of Tampa Bay, he wants them to change it to Tampa Bay. He's left us in New England. So I can't with him. He's canceled at this point too. So yeah, it's just so much. It's so much. But what we were getting at earlier, which see, this is why I didn't want to even go there, because he was going to start with this. I cannot. Too soon. Okay. So instead, what we're going to show is the clip earlier that we were talking about, that it's Mortal Kombat. Everyone has been very inspired in making their own quarantine characters. I believe, Aaron, you have an intro.
Don't do it. Let me run them through the whole thing. I'll run them through the whole thing. I'll pop back to your tab so you can finish it here. So just the other day, like a few days ago, Trevor Noah from The Daily Show, he made a joke, a comment, a post in his story, or in his daily social distancing show, about Mortal Kombat. It looked a lot like this. Basically, anytime we go outside for essentials, all of us should be looking like broke-ass Mortal Kombat characters. Get over here. Whoa, not that close. So this was a couple days ago. However, multiple weeks ago, I made these jokes. I talked about it. So Trevor Noah, coming for you. Here's a quick little snippet of that. So if you guys out there, you're done with your Mortal Kombat reenactments and you're done. Get over here. Sub-Zero. See, Curtis is out there pretending to be Sub-Zero. Like, so then I raised him. I said, Trevor Noah, I see you. I see you, boo-boo. I see you. So I raised him with this graphic.
Hey!
This is before Corona and after Corona. And as you can see down in the bottom there, we have unlocked a brand new character.
Curtis,
So now
I love that Rock is laughing like this evil laugh back there. We hear it.
So now, Liza, you can take over and finish this story.
Yeah, so we've continued to have such joy. As you know, we do a whole segment here called Around the Internet. And one of the things that we've noticed is, since we've talked about it, people have definitely loved it. They've taken it with it and ran. And we wanted to show some highlights. On Wednesday's show, we actually showed the female version, which I'll show you in a bit. But first, we could start with the male version. So yeah, check this out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I feel like the sway now has just become like a thing that we all do, right? See, Amy? See? It's just kind of like a thing now.
Amy, can you just remix that for me? Like, take that clip and just put, or Jacques, you can do it too, and just put like an R&B song behind that like slow body roll movement, like "Let Me Love You Down." like one of those. Just
There you go.
just mix it up so that happens. I'm sorry, Facebook. Don't copyright me.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Facebook. Don't get mad. We know you like to, but don't get mad.
It's a joke,
Hey, Melissa, what is up? Love it. We all, yeah. You can't help but sway when you watch the video. You're like, come on, sway, let's go, let's go. I like now find myself in the house while I'm waiting for stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, let me figure this out. But if you had to choose, I'm gonna go with the guys first. If you had to choose, fellas, what character would you be? He gave you some good options there. Amy, don't worry. We have the female one coming up next.
Oh, there's a lot of good options.
The last one, he was all covered up and ready to hit the streets.
Yeah, I'll go with
I
Jock.
like the remote TV one looking like Hugh Hefner. Like I thought that was kind of interesting.
There's a lot of good options.
I mean, he even gave you shoe options. Like you could have your Crocs. He gave you facial hair options. Oh, what's up, Curtis? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, hearts. All right, so here is the female version. So Amy, get ready to take notes. Fellas, let us know what you think.
Ooh, okay. I know I'm gonna want the wine bottle with a workout.
Yes, girl, that's what I said.
Yeah, yes.
This is me right here. Right here. Like, all day, every day.
My character in a nutshell.
And then she busted out with her yoga mat, and I was like, "Dang, why you gotta make me feel guilty?" But all right, cool. I could be that like PM during Corona, but you know, it's 1 o'clock all day, every day when you're stay at home. Okay, so yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask the question one more time to the people at home before we announce the winner.
Hey.
Announce it one more time. Where's I gotta pull the folder back up again. We lost it. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna pull it up one more time. I'm gonna ask the question. We're gonna show a couple more memes, and then we're gonna get to the answer, and then we're gonna rock and roll with Jacques for a little bit as we close out. So the question is about this guy right here. Quarantine Radio is back. My question is, who is this Canadian rapper singer that got booted off of Instagram Live after he had 300,000 plus people on his feed, and it wasn't that reason that he got kicked off. There was some nudity kind of happening. They were twerking, they were doing some ratchet stuff. They weren't quite naked, but they were close enough. I watched multiple videos for research purposes. But who is this Canadian rapper singer that got booted and then reinstated within 24 hours on Instagram Live? Drop the answer in the comments. We want to see if you guys know it. With that said, we've got some more memes for you guys. It is Passover and it is Good Friday. So I found some of my favorite ones. This is for some of my Jews out there. Shout out to my Jews. Mazel tov l'chaim. Found that one. Love that one. Shout out to my girl Oprah.
NCO. Whoa.
That was fantastic. I also love this one.
Oh no.
Wow.
Wow, you went there. You really went there. Oh.
Yes.
And last but not least on the list, this is much more of a Good Friday one. Good, better, best, better than the rest.
Hey.
Hallelujah.
Jesus is my homeboy. I love it. Well, with that, that's a perfect segue for us to head over to Jacques for our last dance break. We'll be coming back and announcing the winner and also giving you guys a little bit of what's in store coming up with our live streaming guide. So, Jacques, take it away for a 2-minute countdown. Let's go.
Where are your drinks, everyone?
Jacques, thank you so much, as always, for bringing the tunes. We appreciate it. Amy, we so appreciate you also being here. We love our little mini dance breaks during happy hour because we're all about bringing some positivity on top of everything else. Again, the Work From Home Network TV, our motto here is by creatives for creatives to stay creative. So we're super proud and, grateful for all of you to be here with us. But before we go, we did want to reveal, we love being able to share some firsts with you here on the show and at the network. And this week is no different. We're super pumped and excited. We actually have a pretty cool show. Last week we showed and we did a premiere of HBO's new short films that were coming out, Slipping into Darkness, as well as Pepito and La Serenata. We had all the directors on the show to throw to their films. We showed the trailers, and we also announced that HBO was offering close to 500 hours of free programming for everybody to catch up at home on their app during COVID-19. So this week, we're coming back with another announcement because Insecure Season 4 is back, and we want you all to check out the trailers. So Aaron, do you want to show them what they got?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to load it up here and go.
I'm on this forward path. I'm focused. It's like no job. No man. All of this sounds bad, but it's actually really good. It's good vibes though. What's the latest on HMA, by the way? It's all good sex and what he done to her. He digs you down, makes you laugh. What's the problem? Because I don't hear it.
I know that you and Condola are friends.
Hey. LA is just so small. So small. Where are all the good men at? Where are your exes? your back, throw your hands up. This is Issa D.
I need your notes on the flyer by 5 p.m.
Sorry, that's right. My assistant's kind of a mess. Sapphire, you're a mess.
Oh, and that is a mess.
I'll get back to you right away. 5 figures for one night. Now, I'll take one for the team. Just say the word. I'll never say the word. Yes, you can. No, the word is.
Enjoy, it's hyping it. Oh God, this party is lit!
I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm already over my mommy friends. They spend so much time worrying about appearances and not being real. Can you imagine? Wow, that's crazy. Picture that. Who's stressed? Not you. Who the best? It's you. Who gonna kill it? I'm sorry, I can't. Wait, what? I got shit going on over here too. You do? Yeah, bitch. It's like your life the worst. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I do got an attitude.
OMG. Boom, boom, boom. Discover more. Okay, with the hat. I can't with the hat.
Bay. Tampa Bay.
Amy, tell him no. No Tampa Bay. None of that.
I'm okay with it.
No, I don't know what's happening. That said, I did want to give a shout out to the Issa Rae, though, and the rest of the Insecure cast, because what I think is really cool is that it actually started off as an internet show the way that we have here and went on the YouTubes, got picked up by HBO, and now they are on season 4. And we have a lot planned actually coming up with several people, including HBO. And what we really love is that they're embracing virtual in a really cool way, and they're bringing that block party to life this Sunday. So make sure you all tune in and you're following this. Issa Rae shared it on her page. On Sunday, she's actually going to be hosting a variety of different things, everything from like a Q&A with the crew. She'll be doing an IG Live. They're going to be doing a Twitter chat party as well, and much more. So a big shout out to Issa Rae. Congratulations on season 4. Super pumped to see it streaming. Also want to give a big shout out, since we are doing a streaming guide, to my girl, Tachina Arnold, who is in a new Netflix film. And earlier today, she sent us this message to our audience at Power Hour Live, and we wanted to share it with you as well.
I am so excited to hang out with Netflix and WWE and my grandson, Seth Carr, at my very first virtual premiere for Netflix, The Main Event, on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't wait to tweet along with you. Let's do this. I am so excited.
Super fun. Right, I love that like all these stars are finding ways to connect with their communities. So Tashina was on Twitter doing a live stream and live tweeting with everybody. Issa Rae is going to do it on Sunday. We here at Work From Home Network TV have some other creative ways that we're going to continue to connect your favorite TV shows and your favorite brands with you at home. So we encourage you to keep on watching. And last but not least, we have our live streaming guide that we can put that up, because in addition to our shows, this, of course, being one of them, there's so many more that you can watch. So we want to be able to show you what we got coming up for you. So today is April 10th. Believe it or not, it was supposed to be the first weekend of Coachella. But unfortunately, we're home, staying safe. So that's the good thing. But if you head over to youtube.com/Coachella, you can actually catch the new Coachella 20 Years in the Desert documentary. It starts today. It's available as of now. Also, NYX Cosmetics is having their Epic Together virtual music festival kicking off tonight. And what's really cool tonight, Jessie Reyes is the featured artist. Tomorrow it'll be Kim Petras. And on Sunday, it'll be Princess Nokia. Last but not least, on April 11th, Farmade is teaming up with Access TV and At Home with Farmade, featuring performances by Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, and Dave Matthews. And that'll be available all over at farmade.org. Now, of course, back to us. Next week, you can kick off your Monday, of course, with this handsome man for Wingman to Greatness at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Then right after that, we have Power Hour Live at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And on Tuesdays, we have Let's Talk About It, which is our Spanglish show, hosted by moi. And then right after Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have our movie review show, Biscuits and Gravy, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And of course, last but not least, is Happy Hour here every Friday, ready to greet you at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And
who is this man? Quarantine Radio is back. Who is it? We asked you guys to tell us who this Canadian rapper, singer, artist is. And I'm going to drop a couple comments that were incorrect before I drop the actual correct answer. So, Alex again, I haven't met you officially, but Alex, I feel like you're my homie already, and I can tease you about this. Alex put Troy. Nope, not Troy. He then hit me with this one. That was a typo. Alex, you might just have fat fingers, my friend. That might be a thing. We had Curtis tuning in with us, and Curtis was saying that he thinks the artist. Oh my gosh, Curtis is a mess. Curtis thinks the artist is Justin Bieber. No,
it's the Canadian.
It's definitely not Diddy, Curtis. That is not who it is. But if I can find it here in the feed, wow, we got so many comments. This is where is it? I'm gonna find the correct answer here because someone said it. Oh, there it is. Roberto Carlos. First one, Tory Lanez.
Hey!
Yes, Tory Lanez is the artist. He got booted, and then they came back on, and it was crazy. It's crazy how that all went down.
So here's the exciting part. Show them what they want.
Here's what you won. A high five. We're going to be giving out all kinds of prizes and stuff coming up soon. If you really want some money, make sure you tune into Anthony, one of our founder shows. He does biscuits and gravy after our main Power Hour live show, and he gives out money. But we can't give you real money right now because ain't nobody got a job.
No, he's kidding. We will. Roberto, feel free to slide into our DM. We actually do have a $5 Venmo coming your way. So courtesy of Tempted It On, Happy Hour Live. So feel free to hit us up. Thank you all so much for playing. Alex, you were so close, but yet so far. But however, we should all make sure we're watching Slipping Into Darkness because you nailed it with that one, my friend. That said, come back next week because we will officially be celebrating. Are you ready, Aaron? What are we celebrating?
What are we celebrating?
Officially celebrating. It'll be 1 month and 1 week, but our over 1 month anniversary here on Happy Hour. Super pumped. It's going to be tiki themed, so bring your leis. Get ready to have some fun. We have a really cool drink for you. I don't want to spill the beans quite yet, but it is going to be fun. So make sure you're following along if you're not already, wherever you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Twitter, to make sure you stay up to date. We'll be sharing the ingredients so you all can make the drinks at home. We have enjoyed having you. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, happy Passover, happy Easter. May peace and love be with you. Stay safe. A big shout out to Amy for being with us today. Also, Chef Rick and everyone watching along. I hope you're enjoying your micheladas. I finished mine, and I'm just now finishing the rest of the corona.
Friday turn up, John. You're hanging out with us for happy hour. Let's go.
Let's go.